that are completely, they're permanent on those cards, and then it comes with 2 card readers, and that will set you up for future iterations of the beta. You'll just need cards or whatever else. It's open source, and really what we're trying to do out of this is stress test the system, but also draw more developers and mind share to the ecosystem. We want to get more people contributing, more developers seeing how this protocol can positively enhance their project. And I think one of the most exciting things about Phonon is that I feel it's kind of unilaterally positive sum for the ecosystem. We're not trying to iterate on or replace existing infrastructure. We have a set of tools that basically complements all the things that people use today and gives them another arrow for their quiver when it comes to privacy or scaling or interoperability. So Rooster had shared a great summary of everything we're doing with it. How did you guys want to handle the call? Do you guys want to kind of run through the testnet page and what's involved, or what do you think is ideal, Mr. Rooster?
Yeah, that works for me. Let's get everybody on the same page of like what this is actually going to look like, how much time they're going to invest, what level of expertise is involved, what are we asking of our customers or, well, future development partners, I'll say.
Yeah, and of course, the one thing up front too, so yes, there is a cost for the hardware up front, but in service of just getting as many people in the door to participate, to get exposed to the system, the DAO is generously providing token rewards that will offset that, and then some. And then we're also issuing a really cool, unique token, Logic Beach.eth, which we anticipate being more than just a badge. It will be a way of kind of unlocking some other cool things in the future. But more on that to come.
Yeah. So on our website, which is phonon.network, up at the top we have the alpha test page, and it kind of gives you a brief summary of what's going on, what is Phonon, what are we trying to accomplish. And on there we have some documentation of let's see, the link actually says read official testnet documentation, and it takes you to a GitHub directory where we've kind of tried to lay out what those frequently asked questions are, and kind of what your setup is looking like, and what the incentives that we're asking to accomplish here. So, I mean, the quick start guide is literally just kind of plugging in your stuff, the links to actually download it, how to actually access the app, and set up your cards once you get them, because you got to initialize them. You have to set up a PIN, and yeah, I won't go through all 13 steps there, but it's a pretty quick walkthrough. So definitely check that out on phonon.network. It also has a list of objectives, and we've kind of tried to start with the easiest one of just like attaching your Ethereum address to your cards that you're going to get. And that way we actually know who to reward. So I guess if you don't want rewards, you could just never link your ETH address, but if you spent the time, we really would appreciate you joining the community and holding DAO tokens and kind of being in here. So you definitely should set up your ETH address and get that going. And from there, we're going to have you start creating backed phonons using testnet, or testnets rather. So I know I think we're set up on Linktr.ee and set up on Binance testnet, and I think a few other ones. Dan, if you remember the whole list.
Yeah, I can jump in here. Set up on Linktr.ee, Gurley, Kovan, and we're working on Binance testnet. But hit a little snag there, but we'll have some other network working soon besides the Ethereum testnets. And one more step I wanted to mention after registering the cards is to that website will return a telemetry key, which is like an API key for our logging server, which will which you'll be asked to set up when you first start the app. And setting that up will basically allow the app to send us the logs on the back end from what's happening in the application, so we can get feedback on how the application is functioning in the wild, and also use those logs to show that the rewards have been achieved to distribute rewards at the end of the testnet.
Awesome. Yeah, so we'll kind of have a couple tasks here, creating them and sending them to other people. You're able to connect with other people in the DAO, and even if you can't find anybody, we're going to have a team of people that can kind of be that other side for you. So you can send to them, they can send to you. Kind of try to make it an easy user experience. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, jumping in there real quick. Well, first a question. What do you think the shipping time is? So for people who order today, about how long before I have the kit in hand?
So we're going to try on the Good Plus side we're hoping since we normally use third-party fulfillment, we're going to ship these out by hand. We're hoping once this sells out, to just do it all in one fell swoop at the beginning of next week. So domestically, within the U.S., that means everyone can have it in hand. If we ship on Monday, we're going to 3 to 5 business days. Internationally, we will vary. But yeah, we sold a little over half the kit so far in the so I anticipate that being the case, so you can get everything out the door early this coming week. Dan is already locked in the testing site. And beautiful graphics courtesy of the DAO. I'm hearing my mic is pretty funky. Is it bad enough that I should switch to a different one? Again, DM for people.
Yeah, sorry, Justin. I don't know if anyone else can still kind of hear you, but yeah, it got really quiet there. But I heard, so I'll just reiterate. I heard that we normally go through a processor to kind of distribute all this stuff, but we're not doing that for this. We're actually boxing them up and sending them out ourselves. So that's actually going to take place next week. And I think you said that after they get shipped out domestically, we're probably looking at like within that week, you should be receiving them.
All right. So then I'm thinking we'll mark the 20th, Saturday, the 20th of August will be our first official Phone on DAO community event where anybody who has the testnet can come on. I'm not sure what the theme will be. Maybe we'll do like a barbecue or a drink up or some kind of poker night, but we'll have something to do. We can all hang out, and there will be people there that you can connect with. Obviously, if you're not part of the testnet, you're still welcome to join us. But yeah, I think the Phone on DAO, we'll have details on this on the Discord. But this is some really important stuff for what we're doing. It's kind of getting to know each other and the people that we're going to be building with. Tuesdays, maybe a commander night.
Yeah. I mean, I actually don't have a deck built at the moment, but that could be fun. I actually know a group of guys who all play over Discord. But yeah,
maybe we'll do that for the last one, because we're going to do a couple of these. This will probably be every couple of weeks, maybe every other week. We'll have something that people can stop by, learn about, maybe like check in where we're at and get your testnet stuff done. Because yeah, what do you think the time investment's going to be for somebody who wants to just do this all in one clip?
I think if you're dedicated and decent with computers, you could probably be done in under 30 minutes. Wow. If this is kind of new and outside of your comfort zone, probably up to an hour.
And there'll be support on the Discord, right? That's the main location. Yeah. Okay.
If anyone needs any help, that testnet channel on Discord is definitely where you want to be.
Hey, Rooster. Can I ask you something?
Go ahead.
Can you hear me? Yeah, what's this about a tattoo? There's like a rosary tattoo there, and they're holding like is that the phone on logo there?
Details to come.
Okay, all right. I thought it looked pretty dope. I was just curious.
Yeah, maybe that'll be one of these. Maybe that'll be the finale, or maybe I'll do that for beta. How about?
There we go.
Both legs.
So with that, we got kind of shipping and how to order it. We have up on our website the list of how to kind of get started and get going, the incentive tasks that we're asking people to complete. So I do want to make sure that we're not like missing anything out. So if anyone wants to jump in, or if you have a question, go ahead and request, and we can bring you up here and ask questions.
So I think. Oh, sorry, Justin. Go ahead.
So can you guys actually hear me now? I was just messing
Yes.
with my Bluetooth earbuds.
It's a little bit better,
About that before.
but there's an echo.
I did want to just check in on the shipping aspect. So yeah, they should. We anticipate everything going out next week, and then it's just a matter of what destination it's heading to. Domestically, everything is like within 1 week, as Tuesdays have reiterated. However, yeah, you'll just automatically get all your shipping details as soon as it goes out the door. So hang tight, and it should be pretty fast. And then in terms of the coordination for the peer-to-peer transfers, which are part of the testnet step requirements to complete everything and get all the rewards. Yeah, the Discord is a place to be, and like Rooster had said, we'll kind of have some sort of, for lack of a better term, kind of like a speed dating thing, so you can do a peer-to-peer transfer. And yeah, that is the spot. So this is, I think everyone's done such a great job with the write-up and lining up all of this that it should all go pretty smoothly. There's not too much more to cover outside of all the documentation that's been done. We're just really excited to get more people involved. People who've been following the project, using the system for the first time and seeing the basic capabilities. And I think it's something that is going to really resonate when people see how it complements all the things they're already using instead of replacing them. So.
Yeah, I think it might be useful if we just share maybe a few morsels of what could be coming, a year, 2 years, or 3 years down the road.
Well, let me
If we're comfortable there.
Just if you don't mind, I want to summarize. So the bullet points of this is $129 at Grid Plus buys you your testnet kit. You execute the testnet tests, and you're going to get something in the range of $200 to $250, depending on the price of Phonon, back in Phonon tokens. Your questions can be directed at the Discord. There's always people in there ready to help you, and the community is going to set up events to link you up with this stuff. And this is the platform for some really groundbreaking stuff. If anybody wants to learn more about Phonon, got to come into that Discord and start asking questions, or we've got a whole bunch of material now that you can read. It's available through our website. Does anybody have any questions? Raise your hand, please.
How close are you guys to hitting your 200 mark already?
Looks like we're already a little over halfway there, so I don't think they'll stick around for too long. But yeah, we'll push a little more this evening. There's also kind of, we haven't pushed super hard because there's a lot of people who have said, like, please reach out to remind me when it goes live. I don't want to miss the window. So, but yeah, I mean, I anticipate they'll all be gone within a few days. That said, in the future for developers, we can also produce further cards, but they will not be incentivized for going through this process. It will just be for developers to experiment with the alpha and play around with the code and try things out on their own. But yeah.
Also, to jump in here, that's like, we don't have plans to reward that, but that doesn't mean that there won't be opportunities there. Like, if you do something really cool with the alpha kit, even though you're not getting rewards, even on top of that, like if you figure out some fun ways to use Phonon besides just the simple transactions that we're doing with the app, there's going to be rewards for you. And we have community funds earmarked for stuff like this. And, I like to see the community grow and see what you guys build.
Also, to that effect, if I know we touched on it earlier, but I just want to reiterate: if you are one of those techie geniuses here and feel like you can find a vulnerability, we are paying that out. I think it's a 10 grand reward on the testnet for being able to duplicate a spend, or I would say if you find any other groundbreaking something, we definitely would probably be willing to incentivize that as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
keep us posted if you figure anything out.
if you break phone on, I'll make you a really cool NFT.
There we go. The one of one poet.
The lead hacker. Yeah. Somebody could earn that. Could be you. 10 grand's nothing compared to clout.
So we've covered this. Maybe I cut you off earlier Tuesdays. Maybe we should open it up to if there are any questions now about the protocol in general, about the testnet, anything at all.
Yeah, if anyone has any questions, go ahead and raise a hand. We'll bring you up, try to answer it to the best we can. Or if you hate voice chat, you can also put it in Discord under the text or testnet, and we'll get to you there.
Do we have any partnerships or collaborations with other tokens and governance teams that we want to maybe mention an airdrop, or not an airdrop, but just mention for everyone on the call right now?
Yeah, not necessarily a partnership, but we are going to be doing a presentation over on Bankless. Actually, that's a Twitter space, not Discord. But Bankless DAO's Twitter will be having kind of a Q&A tomorrow as well. So if anyone wants to tune into that, I believe it's the same time, 2 p.m. Tomorrow, Eastern time. So we've done, I think this will actually be our third kind of presentation over at Bankless DAO. But yeah, they've asked us to come back for another round, and they have some really techie people who are very interested in how we manage to do a private key transfer securely. So that might be a little bit more in depth on a technology talk, but yeah, that's tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern if anyone wants to do that. And I know I invited you up here. The anarchist, I don't know if you had a question.
Oh, I already asked it earlier.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
I was wondering, was there anybody have anything in the works for like some place to have like a cross-chain DEX based off of this?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's going to be one of the key things I think that we're aiming to get done. But first, we got to do the testnet, man. That's like, you can't really have details on that until y'all play with the kit. I would expect to hear more by the end of alpha once people have their hands on this stuff. We'll have more clear ideas of how we're going to go about it.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's one of the things that we feel is a key opportunity to show off just what this protocol can do and how it's differentiated from everything else out there. But that said, yeah, we're more focused on the foundation, but in a way that makes sure that we're at least considering, the structural changes that need to be made or the design considerations for allowing those future use cases. We've talked to people about, a DEX, but I also think with, this is tangential to the technology. Almost the ideal way to do this is, with fleshing out the SDK and the documentation for all of this stuff, to be able to make it so that developers can easily integrate this into existing projects. I kind of feel that is a better path where we narrowly, as a DAO, focus on the protocol and making it easier for other people to do that rather than allocating tons of resources to each particular application that can integrate it. But yeah, that's very much one of the key focuses. I think we would love to see that developed. And the overall roadmap on the technical side factors in all the little improvements and tweaks that would be necessary to make that a reality in the near future. not till we get to the actual mainnet release.
Hey, is there any sort of cap per each mining card? Is it one per user? Is there? I know it's such a limited quantity. That's what I imagine. I may have missed it in one of the meetings. I just want to reiterate that point if someone had that same question.
Maybe
That
that's a
makes
question
sense.
for
Yeah, is that hard-coded, Dan? I mean, again, these are not going to be native phonons that you can continuously use just for the alpha.
Yeah, I mean for the test,
you know what I mean?
yeah, for the test net, we'd like to limit it to one kit per user. It'll come with 2 cards, so plenty to play around with, and we'll sell additional cards in the future for anyone who needs more. That won't be incentivized for the testnet rewards.
And I think just to reiterate, the native phonons that are mined on the testnet are, like you can play with them on testnet cards, but those are not going to transfer over to the finished product. So it's like there's no point in mining those other than like, I guess, to have them and have clout or whatever you want.
Yeah, of course, this is a test release, so we're not certifying that the code is ready to go for production. So before we release a production-ready aspect of the code, we'll have to roll over all the security certificates, and the eventual production cards will likely be incompatible with these, and so the phonons mined on this testnet won't work in production. Native phonons mined, to be clear.
Do you guys want me to be on Twitter, just spreading around and getting people like right now? I mean, do you want me to send?
I think we're good on product. Like we're
on content. We're probably good, right? Yeah.
Our objective right now is to finish the testnet and have a bulletproof product. So like,
no doubt.
I mean, it's not serving our immediate objective. I mean, I don't really care. Do you, bro?
No.
Do we have any questions from the crowd? Are we? Because I got to run in a little bit.
Yeah, I think that was it as far as questions. No one else has raised their hand, so I think we might end that here. So I appreciate everyone's time. I'm excited for testnet, and hopefully things go smoothly here.
Final thoughts from me. Just here we are. There's 30 people in here, maybe 20 something people in here. We're ahead of everybody right now. Get your testnet kits. They're going to be gone quick. And this is a great opportunity to earn Phonon, sweat equity into a really important project, the open source payment network of the future. So thanks, guys. I'll see you all.